Hi, everybody. Welcome back to In the Cards and Stars. I'm your host, Britt Madrid Mogensen, and it is a Capricorn new moon today. This is a huge deal. I know that I always get excited about like certain astrological transits, but this one is different. This one is special. There is a lot going on with this new moon that we can harness over the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to give you guys the Astro-TEA today on what you need to know to make the most of this transit, which is essential for us to close out 2024 and get started on 2025. So let's dive right in. What do we need to know about this new moon? Here are the basics. Here's like the foundation. The new moon in Capricorn occurs December 30th, 2024 at 9 degrees and 44 minutes, which makes it a little bit closer to the 10th degree. That's important because that also has a corresponding theme for us. This occurs at 5:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So literally at the moment that I am recording this, it's happening now. Very exciting. I feel like the energy is strong, guys. So, this is truly an inflection point. This is a time that we want to make the most of, especially you guys listening. I mean, obviously, y'all are tuned into astrology, your intuition is turned up. This is important. So, we want to really harness it. Let's get into the specific energy of this new moon because this is not your average new moon, set a few intentions type of thing. This is actually called a black moon because it's the second new moon in the month. Our first new moon was in Sagittarius. This is a special occurrence. There's more weight to this new moon. And it is so crazy to me that it's happening right at the end of the year and in Capricorn, a zodiac sign that is associated with what you would think of as like New Year's resolutions. So, structure, goal setting, being sure that you are showing up for yourself, being more disciplined. Like, these are all of the New Year's goals. Like, this is what we all kind of think of at this time of year, right after the holidays, right after Christmas. But the fact that this is actually corresponding with the new moon and it happens to be a black moon, which is known for amplifying the energy. Black moons amplify your manifestation abilities. It's a time where the new beginnings are super powered, supercharged, however we want to say that. And it is a rare opportunity for growth, transformation, and change. Now, this is also a time where shadow work can come up. If that happens right now, I would say the purpose of that with Chiron going direct in Aries, I think it was like yesterday or the day before, very recently. We get to let go. Capricorn is the goat associated with mountain climbing, reaching the peaks of a long climb. I've been talking about this, but it's just associated with that climb, that Saturn energy of putting in the work. And sometimes it can feel hard or draining, but it is very, very practical, long lasting. And whatever we achieve with Capricorn energy, with Saturn energy, it's something that's long lasting that we can truly feel good about. It's very fulfilling work. So, with that being said, if there is something going on that comes up for you, just know that this black moon, it's wanting you to release it. So try to release it, try to let it go, tap into the universal 9 energy that we are going to be getting into once we get to January 1st. And that is very like live and let live. If anything is bringing you down, if anything is pulling you down, just like if you were a mountain climber, you wouldn't want to have a bunch of excess weight, a bunch of junk. You only need to take the essentials, the things that are going to support you in your climb, right? So think of yourself like a mountain climber right now. Let it go, breathe through it. Give yourself compassion, give yourself love, and just remember that most of the things that other people do that we perceive are, done to us. And by the way, this is like something that I've been thinking about like today and yesterday because it's happening in my 12th house of like mental health and like self-undoing and like the way that I think in spirituality. So guys, I'm feeling it. But the thing that came into my mind was it's just never about us. It's really not personal. Like it really isn't personal. And as much as we want to take things personally, that is more of like an ego thing. If we can get into that compassionate energy of the 9, we can see that from other people's vantage point, from other people's perspectives, things look very different to them. The thing about the 9 ruled by Mars, it's like if you're on your own path and you're very much like live and let live, and you realize and accept and put out that energy that you understand that other people are also going through their own things that you know nothing about, but you continue on your path, let that Mars energy fuel you up the mountain. It just works. It just works better. Not getting stuck in the muck, not getting stuck in other people's stuff, not trying to, pick up their pack for them or expecting them to carry your pack, right? Still back to the mountain thing. It's like we just have to do our best, have compassion, but also continue up the mountain with kindness, with clarity, and with action, taking action. So, okay, that's my spiel on that. But let's talk a little bit more about this mountain thing. Okay, so guys, this is so weird. Astrology in the wild moment. I have to confess to y'all that over the past couple of days, literally this started, I think it started last night actually, or no, it started the day before, 2 days ago. I got down this rabbit hole, like a YouTube rabbit hole. You know how it is. And I think I was like cleaning the kitchen and I was like, "Oh, I want to listen to something on YouTube." And I put it on and it just randomly came up like these stories about Mount Everest. Okay. And I was not thinking Capricorn season. I wasn't thinking about my Capricorn 12th house where I have my Mars. I was thinking nothing of it. I just thought, oh, interesting. Wow, that's okay. So I started listening to stories about Mount Everest. And wow, one video led to another and another. Then, like last night, I was cleaning the kitchen again because wouldn't you know, you just have to keep doing that. It's so annoying, it gets dirty again. But I was cleaning the kitchen yet again, and I had my headphones on, and I was like, more stories about Everest came up because now it's in my algorithm. And I was thinking about the Capricorn new moon now because I'm excited to record this podcast. And so I was like, this is so weird because mountain climbing and the association of mountains and the mountain goat with Capricorn, there is a lot of overlap. And so as I listened to these stories, I was like, this is so much energy of this new moon that we're in. Let me just tell you guys a couple of mountain climbing things that are going to help us as we transition from the end of 2024, which was an 8 universal year, into a 9 universal year. And hold on, put a pin in that before we go there. Sorry, my ADHD is out of control. I do want us to talk about really quick the 9 degrees and 44 minute thing. So, in astrology, there is something called like zodiac sign degrees where there is a theory that each zodiac sign is, or that each degree is associated with a zodiac sign. And the degrees are basically just like as you go around the wheel, every single sign has 30 degrees, and then you go to the next. So the degrees just give you like more information. And I do find that to be true. I subscribe to that. So, with 9 degrees and 44 minutes, we are straddling the two energies of the two zodiac signs of the ninth degree association with Sagittarius, which is freedom and adventure, and the 10th degree, which is Capricorn. So, what that tells me is that in 2025, we are going to be blending the energies of Sagittarius and Capricorn. So I look at that as Sagittarius big dreams, big goals, what we're manifesting, what we're writing down at this new moon. And if you guys are members, we're going to be doing that together tonight. I'm so excited about it. But it's taking the big Sagittarius ideas, Sagittarius associated with Jupiter, the giver of gifts and luck, and big, huge ideas that are larger than life, and Capricorn, the practical, realistic, consistent steps that we all have to take in order to actually reach those Sagittarius goals. So this is just so interesting to me. I'm like, what is going to be happening? Just got goosebumps. Like, what is going to be happening for us all in 2025? Like, is this a big jumping off point for us? Like, are we going to be manifesting with even greater power and intention? I got to say yes to answer my own question. Yes. Okay. So now, a couple more things just about this Capricorn new moon, what a Capricorn new moon is about, just in general. Then we'll talk about the mountain climbing and how we can get inspo from the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Then we'll end with a tarot reading as we do. So, okay, the new moon in Capricorn symbolizes new beginnings when it comes to Capricorn themes in our lives. So we can focus on constructive goals, constructive routines, things that are going to help us actually create something that is long lasting. Capricorn is an earth sign associated with legacy and things that are like firm foundations, things that we work towards. So, this is all about being tenacious, resourceful, disciplined, wise, ambitious, prudent, consistent, and really considering how we can take these qualities and incorporate them into our lives, not just right now, not just in the 2 weeks that follow this new moon, which is when the actions that we take need to be really aligned with our new moon intentions. Like the 2 weeks after we set those goals out, that's when we like set the stage. So we got to be on point these next 2 weeks. Okay, guys, we got this. But not just then, but also in 2025, because of the way this is a black moon, because of where it's falling, at the very end of the year, ushering us into a new year. This is basically a little message from the universe, in my humble opinion, that we need to incorporate these themes into our lives very strongly throughout the entirety of 2025. And I don't think it'll be as difficult to do that this year because we have support from this new moon, and also 9 energy is just a little bit kinder than the 8 energy of last year. 8 energy is about power, and it can be a little bit intense in just, I mean, the way that I experience it is kind of like you have to like go, go, go. With 9 energy, it's about finding our purpose and then, setting those goals and then our actions serving that purpose. So it's like we feel more motivated naturally to do so. So it just feels easier to me. I feel like we're going to be able to more easily do the Capricorn thing of climbing the mountain, of being consistent, of taking action, probably this year more than, in years past. So that's positive. Little boost. Now, this is the time to focus on practical, attainable long term goals, work on developing our maturity and common sense, very Capricorn. Prepare for our future. We want to make our commitments. This is a good time to make commitments, especially around January 4th. Set up anything that's important, or like you can on this day make the call to like plan something important that's concrete, because the sun in Capricorn will be sextile Saturn in Pisces. So this is just a really good day for like any sort of commitment, but I would take the most action and expect things to start coming your way and move more quickly after Mars goes direct February 23rd. So right now, this is the time to like set the intention, make the commitment internally, do the research, develop your plans. Saturday, January 4th, just a really good, solid day where the sun in Capricorn will be very supported by Saturn in Pisces. So your dreams and goals and fantasies are going to be getting real support. We love that. We love to see that. So, some of the lessons of Capricorn and things we want to pay attention to at this time include Capricorn's energy basically just gives us this chance, this opportunity to create serious order in our lives, to get serious about order, to get serious and clear about what it is that we want to achieve. So before I got on here, I'll just tell you, before we're going to skip around a little bit because I think it's important for you guys to know. So before I got on here, I did a quick tarot reading, and it was just like the general energies for us. And it just feels so right. So I'm going to go ahead and use that as our energies. So I got the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Three of Cups. And that is basically, the Ace of Swords is like getting very clear about what you want. Then the Queen of Wands is taking action that is inspired, creative, and confident towards those goals that you have decided are the ones for you. And then the Three of Cups is basically a big celebration and being sure that you have the right people around you and that you celebrate your wins this coming year. Like it's a really good, positive, happy little reading. So I like that. I think that's great. Okay, more things to know. This is a time to, like I said, set up the plans, set the stage for reaping the rewards from our new beginnings at the corresponding full moon in Capricorn on July 10th, 2025 at 4:37 p.m. Eastern time. This is when we will see, basically when we'll like reach another peak point. So whatever we set intentions for, whatever we set the structure for today and in the following 2 weeks, and work towards actively, just like the little mountain goat, we're going to climb, 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 and we are going to keep our promises to ourselves. When we get to July 10th, 2025, we will start to see some sort of reward, culmination. That will be a really good, positive moment for us. It's exciting. So mark your calendar, July 10th. That's when the hard work will see it pay off. So not too far away, worth it. Okay, we want to initiate our projects now, and then we will see them reach another peak. And if this is like a really long term goal, we may not see like the complete fruits of our labor on July 10th, but we will see that we've reached another peak. We've summited. We've summited again. We may go up another mountain, but we've summited. So that'll be exciting. We'll check back in July 10th and see if what's happened. Okay, so now let's get some inspo from mountain climbing. I know this is so crazy, but like, why did this happen? Why did this come through? Astrology in the wild moment. That's what happens when there's a new moon in your 12th house, though. I mean, spirit's like chit chatting away. So, mountain climbers often encounter challenging environments and situations that teach them valuable lessons. These lessons are applicable both on the mountain and in everyday life. Here are some key lessons mountain climbers have learned. So, this is kind of a general, like, just amalgamation of lessons from mountain climbers. I asked ChatGPT because I am not a mountain climber, but I knew that Spirit was trying to nudge me towards talking about this. So hopefully there's something in here for you that you've been needing to hear. And for me as well. Okay, preparation is key. Love this. So the number one mountain climbing lesson, according to ChatGPT, my favorite little assistant, is that success and safety depend heavily on thorough preparation. Ooh, okay, Spirit. So 2025, we've got to be prepared. We've got to be ready. Okay. This includes training, understanding the terrain, weather forecasts, and having the right gear. I think that for weather forecasts, we can definitely swap that out with your cosmic calendar dates. As long as you know the astro weather, you'll be good. Climbers learn that being overprepared is better than being underprepared. Ooh, okay. Number two, respect nature. That's very nine energy. Mountains are unpredictable, and nature's power can be humbling. Amen. Life will humble us all. Climbers develop deep respect for natural forces and learn to adapt to changing conditions. Interesting. For sure. We've got to be adaptable this year. We've got to be humble. That's very nine energy, the humanitarian, all about teamwork and really being like unified with one another, supporting one another as we climb our own individual mountains. I love that. Okay, three, stop it. Three, the importance of teamwork. Oh my so, team dynamics are critical, especially in challenging climbs where trust and cooperation can mean the difference between success and failure. Effective communication and mutual support are vital in high pressure situations. Number four, patience and timing. Rushing on the mountain can lead to mistakes or accidents. Wow, this is all like so daily life. Climbers learn to move at the right pace and wait for optimal conditions, teaching patience and strategic thinking. Wow. Okay. So as we write all of our New Year's resolutions or set up our goals and move through 2025, these are like such positive things to keep in mind. I love this. Okay. Number five is mental resilience. Climbing tests mental limits. Wow. Yeah. Teaching climbers to push through fear, fatigue, and doubt. Staying calm under pressure and focusing on small, achievable steps help in overcoming daunting challenges. Okay, so we're climbers this year. Problem solving skills, number six. Unexpected problems, such as equipment failure or weather changes, require quick thinking and resourcefulness. Climbers develop the ability to think critically and adapt to the situation. Mhm. Okay, number seven, risk management. This is so Capricorn, calculating and managing risks is an everyday necessity in climbing. Understanding when to proceed and when to turn back can save lives. And I guess like bank accounts and relationships and all kinds of things. Climbers learn to prioritize safety over ego or ambition. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Climbers learn to prioritize safety over ego or ambition. Okay, yeah, the 9 year is more like one of those years where we want to do more of the same. We want to build our momentum. It is, and if something comes to an end, we can accept that. Like that's nature, right? But it's like we don't want to be too headstrong. We don't want to be the one to make rash decisions. We want to err on the side of like, being that humanitarian, being that, calm, confident force in our own lives because The 9 universal year of 2025 is ruled by Mars, and we don't wanna go too far and then have regrets, right? That would be like trying to run up the mountain. It's like, take a breather, relax, keep moving forward, slow and steady wins the race, stay in your own lane if things get messy? Okay. The value of minimalism is number 8. Carrying only what's necessary teaches the importance of prioritizing essentials over excess. This lesson often extends to other aspects of life, promoting simplicity and intentionality. Okay. And then number 9, we're going to end there. I'm sorry. No, we're going to end on number 10 because this is straddling the ninth and 10th degree. So, number 9, perseverance. Reaching the summit often requires enduring tough conditions and long, arduous efforts. Climbers learn to embrace the journey and persist through adversity. Very 9 energy in numerology. Number 10, gratitude and perspective. The sheer beauty of the mountains and the sense of accomplishment after a climb cultivate gratitude for life and nature. Climbers often develop a greater appreciation for the little things and gain perspective on what truly matters. So, perspective is going to be important this year, as is gratitude, perseverance. Like, I literally feel like the mountain climbing tips are marching orders for 2025. So I hope that that inspires you guys in a way that is like realistic and positive and going to be useful and helpful for 2025. Now let's end with an angel card reading. And if you guys are members, be sure that you join me tonight at 9:30 p.m. Central Time so that we can set our new moon intentions together. And everybody else, please be sure that you set your new moon intentions. Please, please, please write them down. Something about writing them down. Well, psychologically, something about writing them down, like, I think it was like the American Psychological Association, not me quoting something, but I'm not sure. I saw it somewhere. I'm pretty sure it was like an organization like that that's legit, but they said that yes, writing things down helps us and like helps our brains, and we somehow are more likely to accomplish goals. So there you go. Okay. Angel card for this energy. Angel card for this new moon. Any advice? Windfall of abundance. Okay, thank you, Spirit. And an increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. So, I guess in the next 2 weeks following this reading, we can all expect some sort of abundance to come into our lives. I like that. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. So, do good with what is given to you. I like that. That keeps the flow going. Okay, let's pull one more. A little more advice. Organize for success. Are you kidding me, you guys? This is so crazy. I love it when like the messages just align. It's giving the universe is paying attention. Okay. So organize for success. This is Capricorn energy. Let's double down on it. We can do this. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose, not the Ace of Swords message of clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. So, wow. Okay, we are going to be planning this. This is the time to actually set those, New Year's goals, those New Year's intentions. This is the year astrologically to really do it. And purge what no longer serves us, get super organized. Like, yes, let's just be cheesy with it and do all of those things that we know that we're supposed to do. Because apparently, if we set up the structure at this Capricorn new moon, we are going to be getting that windfall of abundance. I like that. Okay, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for listening and for joining me. I will see you guys very soon in another video and, of course, another podcast episode because the podcast episodes drop every single Monday.